Captain Marvel, the Talos legend. Captain Marvel is out in theaters soon, and besides Goose the cat, early reviews indicate that the film's villain Talos, played by Ben Mendelsohn, steals the show. Now, before we begin, is it just us, or is Mr. Mendelsohn just the go-to actor for villainy in Hollywood these days? He's a bad guy in The Dark Knight Rises, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, and Ready Player One. Either way, he's playing Talos, the alien Skrull leader, another evildoer, and one of Marvel's most powerful bad guys. Talos is also the name of a mythical Greek automaton. In the comics, he's part Skrull and part cyborg. According to Marvel.com, Talos was born without the ability to shapeshift, an ability inherent to the Skrull people. However, we don't know if he'll be like that in the movie. However, at least in the comics, he becomes one of the Skrull's most powerful and feared warriors. This earned him the title Talos the Untamed. It's an epic title, but one he did not hold on to for very long. He was captured by the Kree, another super powerful alien race, to which Captain Marvel belongs. When captured, a Skrull is supposed to take their own life. However, this is something Talos did not do. When word of this spread, he became known among the Skrulls as Talos the Tamed. This was because he was considered weak for not following Skrull tradition. But again, that also didn't last because Talos, being filled with pride, decided he wanted to die in battle. So, after a time, he traveled to Earth, where he encountered none other than the Incredible Hulk. Talos attacked Hulk in the hope of a glorious end. However, Hulk, knowing this, did not wish to take part in the fight, so bye-bye puny Skrull? Not exactly. Axe in hand, Talos fought the Hulk, and their encounter finished with the super strong Incredible Hulk begging for his life. That's right, spectators of myth. This little green man bested this even bigger green man. This was because Hulk did not want to get violent. So much for Hulk smash. Either way, this act earned Talos back the respect of the Skrulls. He may seem very superpowered, but his strength and cybernetics are very similar to the Talos of Greek myth. According to legend, Talos was a giant automaton created by the gods to protect Princess Europa and the island of Crete from pirates and other would-be nefarious types. Automatons are mechanical figures crafted in the shape of humans. Legend has it that the Greek fire and blacksmith god Hephaestus hammered out Talos at the request of Zeus, the king of Greek gods. Talos was offered as a gift to King Minos of Crete and was charged with protecting the island and his daughter Europa. The continent of Europe is actually said to derive its name from her name. Others suggest that Talos was a descendant from ashen tree nymphs. Like his comic book counterpart, whatever mythical figure Talos is, he is part machine. Some of you remember him from the much-loved 1963 classic Jason and the Argonauts. In 2004, that depiction of him was named by Empire magazine as the second greatest movie monster of all time. In fact, Tom Hanks, speaking at the 1992 Oscars, called Jason and the Argonauts the greatest movie ever made. However, as with many movies, it didn't depict the myth of Talos according to legend. For one thing, Talos is not the guardian of a treasure on the Bronze Isle. That's all Hollywood. That being said, it's definitely not as bad as the Kraken's various Hollywood appearances as a monster of Greek legend. TLDR, the Kraken's not Greek or from the realm of Zeus, but from the Nordic lands of Odin and Thor. Legend has it the giant bronze automaton traveled to every village on the island of Crete 3 times a year. While doing so, he would carry massive tablets on his back that bore divine laws for the island's inhabitants to follow. As well as guarding the island, he is said to have also served as its mythical law enforcement. Despite this, most ancient depictions of Talos show him as dying. One version of this myth says he was bewitched by the Queen of Minoa into removing a peg from his ankle. This peg kept the magical fluid that gave him life from pouring out, so when he unplugged it, he died. Another version says the Queen's sorcery drove him mad, and that the peg snapped when he hit it on something. This has been Captain Marvel, The Legend of Talos, and as always, this isn't goodbye. This is just until the next mythical video.